The Canon M6 Mark II is one of my all-time favorite cameras. I've literally used this thing almost every week for the past 2 years making videos on this YouTube channel, and its small compact size makes it perfect for going out on adventures. So today's video is going to be a bit hard to make because I want to talk about 3 reasons that I love the Canon M6 Mark II and 5 reasons I'm selling it. So let's start off the video by talking about the 3 things that I love about this camera. And number 1 is the camera body. Since it is so small and compact, it's a perfect option for taking on adventures. Number 2, it has the Canon M mount, EF-M mount, which is discontinued, and that means you're able to find really cheap lenses for this camera. So the used market for these lenses is pretty phenomenal. If you are just getting into photography, lenses are just as important as camera bodies, and being able to snag some really affordable lenses to go along with this camera is really important. Now, number 3 is the image quality. This has a 32 megapixel sensor, and it has been able to get some great quality videos and photos, really professional looking for its price. And I feel like Canon really did a good job with this camera. Like, putting that 32 megapixel sensor in here is phenomenal. So from the compact body, the cheap lenses, and the overall great image quality, this camera is a great option, and it's something that I kind of would recommend here in 2025, but there are some downsides, and I'm not a big YouTuber. I'm not able to afford every camera out there, so I have to upgrade for a couple reasons. And so let's talk about 5 reasons that I'm selling the Canon M6 Mark II. I currently own the Canon R7, which has the RF mount, and the Canon M6 Mark II, which has an M mount. So that means I have specific lenses that work with the Canon M6 Mark II and specific lenses that work with the Canon R7. And I'll never be able to use the R7 lenses on the M6 Mark II, and it just makes things a little bit more complicated. And this wouldn't be a problem if you just own one camera. If you own the Canon M6 Mark II and you only have lenses that fit that camera, there's no problem there. But for me, that's a pretty major con. I have some lenses on the Canon R7 that I'd like to use on this camera, but I can't. So that's one reason why I'm upgrading. Number 2 is this only has a 30-minute record time, and there have been some projects that I've wanted to record longer video, set the camera up on a tripod, and just not worry about it. But this only having a 30-minute record limit is kind of a bummer. Number 3, after using a better quality camera like the R7, I realized the autofocus on this camera that I believe came out in 2018 just isn't holding up with my standards as far as autofocus and subject tracking. It's by no means bad on the M6 Mark II, but like I said, I've kind of been ruined after using the Canon R7, which has much better autofocus and subject tracking. Number 4, this isn't a big one, but this doesn't have log capabilities, and I do a lot of video work and some kind of semi-professional work that I'd like to have a little bit more dynamic range. And so when I film those videos, it would be nice to be able to set the camera in a C-Log profile. But unfortunately, this camera doesn't have C-Log. And now finally, this camera has a flip up screen, which has always kind of been a pet peeve of mine. It's not a deal breaker, but I much prefer the flip out screen, so that when you mount a external microphone, a shotgun microphone on top of your camera, like with this camera, it would obviously be in the way. So again, to summarize, the M mount system not having a fluid ecosystem is kind of a big deal to me because I have lenses that I want to use on both cameras and I can't. Number 2, the record limit. That's something that if you are recording longer projects, it's nice to have something that has a longer record time, better autofocus, better subject tracking, having log capabilities, and finally having that flip out screen are all things that I'm looking for in my new camera. Now, if none of those things sound like deal breakers, I'm honestly not making this video for anyone that owns the M6 Mark II to get this FOMO and fear of missing out and feeling like they need to go get a new camera. The M6 Mark II, if I didn't have ambitions that were, higher quality, better quality for my clients and for my YouTube channel, the M6 Mark II would definitely still be the camera that I'd be rocking. But, like I said, with those 5 reasons that I'm looking for an upgrade, those things are deal breakers for me and reasons why, unfortunately, I will be parting with this camera, which I really love. Now, I already have a camera in mind, which one I'm getting. If you think you know what that is, leave a comment in the comment section below and let me know what you think it is. As always, if you have enjoyed this video, hit the like button. If you have any comments or questions, leave those in the comment section below. And if you want to see more budget gear reviews, consider subscribing. And if you do, I'll catch you in the next video.